Wow, look how high I am. I'm like 50 feet above the bottom of the cave, and there's still like 20 or 30 feet above me to the ceiling. Such a huge cave. You'd think this would be in the sales brochure. But I guess it's so similar to Skull Cave. People be like, yeah, just explore Skull Cave. Close enough. Skull Cave is huge like this too. It's got a nice trail along the edge, so you can enjoy the view without worrying about plummeting to your doom. No sign of bats. Thinking all this room in here, you'd think the bats would take advantage. But I don't think there are that many bats around here. Most of the caves around here that have a huge number of bats, they get closed to the public so the public doesn't disturb them, especially in the winter when the females are pregnant. But yeah, if you're lucky, you'll find a cave with a few bats in it. Found a cave yesterday, had 4 bats in it. That one had a really low ceiling too, so if you're not careful, you might accidentally touch a bat. That'd be bad. They don't need to be petted. They're not pets. Anyway. Actually, this time of year, the bats are hibernating, so if you wake them up, they'll probably die of trauma. Wow. See, I'm kind of zigzagging a bit just to find the reasonably easy and safe way through. Obviously, if you're trying to get through a cave like this, going in a perfectly straight line, you're going to have a difficult time. You're making it harder than it has to be. Speaking of harder, I'm kind of stuck in a little canyon here. Gotta find my way down. It's just a huge number of rocks here, breakdown rocks. So I'm climbing on boulders. Even between the rocks, I don't see any sign of the actual cave floor. For all I know, it's another 30 feet down. There's some ice over here on the right. I'm probably not going to get near it. It's underneath that rock. Well, it's on those rocks and then underneath that rock. That's kind of cool. But I'm going to try to stay away from that so I don't slip. Even here where it's dark, it's obviously wet. See if I can find an easy way through. I think I'll go up and around this way just so I can avoid the ice. Funny part is I think I was just up here. I decided to go down because it'd be easier. The thing is, down in the shade, that's where it stays coldest, obviously. So obviously that's where the ice will last the longest into the year. You can tell by all the water dropping. It's definitely above freezing right now. At least above ground, but I'm pretty sure it is inside the cave too. So yeah, those formations, those ice formations, they're not going to be around much longer. Come here in the summer, very few caves have ice. Especially the tourist caves. Yeah, there's a lot of frost and ice down there. Not enough to be pretty or interesting, but enough to be dangerous. So I'm going to stay up here to the left, just because it'll be safer for me. See if I can avoid applying for Darwin Award. Wow. See, there's a wet spot on the rock here, but it's not too slippery. It's not frozen. Sure is a lot of wear and tear here. I'm definitely not the first person to explore here. Which is obvious, it's so huge. You could probably see it on satellite imagery if you tried. Whoops, slippery rock. Lost my footing. All right, I'm gonna turn off my flashlight. Like I said, there's enough natural light. Flashlight just sort of ruins the white balance, makes the video uglier. So here I am at another breakdown entrance. Now this one's really steep on the sides, so I wouldn't be able to climb in or out through here. So I'm going to be going back the way I came, unless of course there is another entrance ahead of me, but I really don't remember. See, right here at the entrance, down in the shade, right on this rock, there's a tiny bit of ice still. Right where it's wet. I bet a month ago it would have been all covered in ice. That'd be neat to see. But I didn't get to come here in January. I was busy. Notice even up here, it's pretty, what's it called? Very uneven ground. A lot of boulder climbing here. Rock goes up, rock goes down. And there's plants here to make it slippery and to conceal possible danger. Head down here. So I'm going down into the trench. There's going to be more ice down here. I have to be careful. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go around this rock here to the right, just because it's not as steep. Whoa. Of course. Slippery rock. Got to figure out how to get through here. There's still snow on the floor here, the ground, whatever you want to call it. Even down here in the hole, it's windy. Be curious if that means that the cave ahead is not a dead end, or if it's just somehow there's turbulence causing wind to come down here in the hole. Honestly, the wind feels like it's coming straight down from my right.